So, this is Jonathan Banks. Welcome to another edition of Lick of the Week. Last time I said day. I meant week, actually. I apologize for that. This week, we're going to kind of turn this into a three-part thing because there's a lot to this lick. First of all, it's mainly sweeping mixed in with a little bit of tapping. The first thing that I do here is actually what they call an A minor 7th arpeggio. And here's how it's going to work. There's a little bit of sweeping as well as hammering on and things like that in the midst of the sweeps. It starts out on the 12th fret of the A string. So in other words, it starts out on A. So it's an A minor 7, like I said. Start out on A, hammer on to the C, which is the 15th fret. Then you're going to go over to the 5th of the chord, or the E. That's on the 14th fret of the D string with your third finger. And then, by the way, as you're going through strings, I'm doing all downstrokes. What I'm doing is I'm hammering on the first one and then downstroke on the 14th fret of the D. And then my first finger reaches over to the G, the 12th fret of the G string, as my pick downstrokes it as well. But there's going to be another hammer on here. My third finger is going to hammer on to the 14th fret of this A string, or the G string, excuse me. It's hammering onto an A. Sometimes my tongue gets so big I can't see what it's saying. Just like that. Now, to sweep once again with a downstroke over to the 13th fret of the B. That's a C note. So we're hitting all the 4 notes of the A minor 7 chord. A, C, E, and G. And then from there, I'm going to hit another downstroke onto the 12th fret of the high E string. Now this part's going to be a lot of fun. This is the very first sweep of the lick. You're going to hammer on, not just with this one, you're going to hammer on with your third finger to the 15th fret of the high E string. Then you're going to hammer on with your pinky to the 17th fret of the high E string. Watch what this middle finger is going to do now. It's going to tap up onto the 20th fret of the high E string. So there's our basically 4 notes you're going to be hitting on this last string. It's a lot of fun. Now, there's a different way you could do it, a little bit of a modified form of it. You could do a little bit of a slide with your tapping. You could tap onto the B note, or the B note. Yeah, the B note. Then you can slide up to the C, just like that. So you're hitting 19, 20, back to 19. Sounds pretty cool. Has a nice little effect to it. Now, a quick word about sweeping that I want to get across to you here is that when you're sweeping, you really want to make sure that it's kind of like, the way I like to think of it with students of mine is that it's really like a slow strum, and this hand is doing most of the work. It's actually not that bad on this hand. It seems like it is. The worst part of it is the coordination. You just want to make sure that you leaning, this is the way I like to do it anyway, you lean a little bit in the direction you're picking. So if you're going down, maybe lean the pick down a little bit just to get that smooth movement from string to string. Because that's basically what separates sweep picking from alternate picking, is you're basically moving in the same direction by what string you're crossing. See, alternate picking, you're going like that. Sweeping, you're going like that. So, once again, all together, slowly. Now, we didn't talk about going up. You just tapped up here. You're going to pull off that tap back to the 17th fret where your pinky is. You're going to keep, when you tap, when you hammer on, you're going to keep every finger down. You don't want to do this. That's not going to help you much. It's actually going to slow you down a lot. Try to focus on keeping every finger down. I know it's tough at first, but you can do it. You're going to pull off the tap, pull off the pinky, pull off the third finger. Just like that. Then you're going to start your upstroke part of your sweep. You're going to go with the second finger back to this 13th fret. Upstroke. So now maybe lean the pick in this direction a little bit. Also too, for muting strings, maybe use your palm to lightly dampen the strings a little bit if you need to, because you don't want to have that sound, or that sound. It's pretty scary. So we have, now we're going to go upstroke on 14 on the third string, pull off to the 12th, third finger onto 14 of the D string, that's the E, and then upstroke on the C, the 15th fret with your pinky, pull off right here. Now from here, you're not going to pick down again to start over. You're just going to go ahead and start over. You're just going to start hammering on again. So it's going to sound like this. So it's going to be up, pull off, hammer, down. And basically that's how you're going to turn the whole thing around. So, now, the next part, the next sweep in this, and this is just going to be the first part in probably about a 2 or 3 part series, so it's because it takes a little while. The next part is basically the same exact shape you just did. You're just moving the whole thing down instead of doing it A minor 7, and it's A minor 7 mainly because of the shape, and I'm starting on an A here. You're going to take this finger, you're going to move it down to the 10th fret of the A string. Now it's a G minor 7. It's the same exact thing. It's that simple. The rest of it, just to give you a little sneak peek, to give you a reason to come back, you're going to be doing an F major 7. And then you're going to be doing, that's going to be a E half diminished arpeggio. And then I won't even get into the last part. You'll have to stick in for the third session to figure out what that one is. So everybody, I hope you all had a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for watching. We look forward to making more videos like these for you. So thank you.